Hello everyone, welcome back to Basics of Mechanical Engineering 3. In previous video lecture we discussed about week 3 answers in NPTEL. In this video lecture we are going to discuss about week 4 answers in NPTEL. Let us see the question number 1. Why is water considered a pure substance in all its phases? Ice, liquid, steam. Option A, because its density remains constant. Option B, because its temperature does not change. Option C, because its chemical composition remains the same. Option D, because it contains multiple phases. The correct answer is option C, because its chemical composition remains the same. Let us see the explanation. Here, pure substance means it is defined as a substance composed of only one type of molecule. When water transitions from solid to liquid or liquid to gas, the arrangement of the molecules changes but the chemical composition stays the same. So the correct answer is option C, because its chemical composition remains the same. Question number 2. The saturation temperature of a substance is the temperature dash. Option A, at which the substance freezes. Option B, at which the substance begins to boil or condense at a given pressure. Option C, at which pressure is maximum. Option D, below which the substance cannot exist as vapor. The correct answer is option B, at which the substance begins to boil or condense at a given pressure. Let us see the explanation. Saturation temperature is the temperature at which a substance transitions between liquid and vapor phases at a specific pressure. This transition can be either boiling, that means liquid to vapor, or condensation, that means vapor to liquid. So the correct answer is option B, at which the substance begins to boil or condense at a given pressure. Question number 3. The saturation temperature of a substance dash when the pressure is increased, such as in a pressure cooker. Option A, decreases. Option B, remains constant. Option C, increases. Option D, none of these. The correct answer is option C, increases. Let us see the explanation. Saturation temperature means this is the temperature at which a liquid can exist in equilibrium with its vapor, meaning the rate of evaporation is equal to the rate of condensation. The relationship between pressure and saturation temperature: as the pressure on a liquid increases, it becomes harder for molecules to escape the liquid phase and become vapor. So the saturation temperature needs to be higher to overcome the increased pressure and achieve equilibrium. So the correct answer is option C, increases. Question number 4. Quality or dryness fraction is. Option A, it is the ratio of mass of liquid to mass of vapor. Option B, ratio of total energy to heat added. Option C, ratio of mass of vapor to total mass of the mixture. D, none of these. The correct answer is option C, it is the ratio of mass of vapor to total mass of the mixture. Let us see the explanation. The quality or dryness fraction is a measure of the proportion of vapor in a liquid vapor mixture. It is defined as the ratio of the mass of vapor to total mass of the mixture. This fraction is used to describe the quality of steam in applications like steam engines. So the correct answer is option C, ratio of mass of vapor to total mass of the mixture. Question number 5. From where do constant quality, that means dryness fraction lines, originate on a TS or PV diagram? Option A, from the triple point. Option B, from the saturated liquid line, option C. From the critical point, option D. From the zero enthalpy line. The correct answer is option C, from the critical point. Let us see the explanation. You can see this TS diagram. Let us assume one point here A, one point here that is B, one point here that is C. Points A, B and C at various pressures indicate the situation when the mass of vapor reached 25%, B 50%, C 75% of total mass. That is, point A, the mass of liquid is 75% and the mass of vapor is 25% of the total mass. At point B, the mixture consists of 50% liquid and 50% vapor by mass. At point C, the mixture consists of 75% vapor and 25% liquid by mass. Here the each and every line passing through these originates from this critical point. So the constant quality lines start from the critical point. So the correct answer is option C, from the critical point. Question number 6. What does psychrometry primarily deals with? Option A, the thermodynamic properties of combustion gases. Option B, the study of thermodynamic properties of moist air. Option C, the analysis of pure substances only. Option D, none of these. The correct answer is option B, that is the study of thermodynamic properties of moist air. Let us see the explanation. Psychrometry primarily deals with the study of the properties of moist air and the processes that affect it. This includes understanding the behavior of dry air mixed with water vapor, that means humidity, under various conditions. It is a crucial area in fields like HVAC, that means heating, ventilation and air conditioning, because it helps analyze and design systems that control temperature and humidity to create comfortable indoor environments. So the correct answer is option B, the study of thermodynamic properties of moist air. Question number 7. Absolute humidity is option A, mass of dry air per unit mass of water vapor. Option B, volume of water vapor per unit volume of air. Option C, mass of water vapor per unit volume of moist air. Option D, mass of water vapor per unit mass of dry air. The correct answer is option C, that is absolute humidity is mass of water vapor per unit volume of moist air. Let us see the explanation. Absolute humidity is a measure of the actual amount of water vapor present in a given volume of air, typically expressed as grams of water vapor per cubic meter of air. It is a direct measure of the water vapor content regardless of temperature. So the correct answer is option C, mass of water vapor per unit volume of moist air. Question number 8. Dash is the point where condensation of water vapor begins in moist air. Option A, boiling point. Option B, critical point. Option C, dew point temperature. Option D, saturation pressure. The correct answer is option C, dew point temperature. Let us see the explanation. The point where condensation of water vapor begins in moist air is called the dew point. According to weather resources, it is the temperature at which air becomes fully saturated and condensation starts. So the correct answer is option C, dew point temperature. Question number 9. On a standard psychrometric chart, what properties represented on the horizontal x-axis? Option A, wet bulb temperature. Option B, specific humidity. Option C, dew point temperature. Option D, dry bulb temperature. The correct answer is option D, dry bulb temperature. Let us see the explanation. You can see this psychrometric chart. On the horizontal psychrometric chart, it represents as dry bulb temperature. So the correct answer is option D, dry bulb temperature. Question number 10. In a sensible heating process, the following holds true. Option A, both dry bulb temperature and humidity ratio increase. Option B, dry bulb temperature increases while humidity ratio remains constant. Option C, dry bulb temperature remains constant while humidity ratio increases. Option D, both dry bulb temperature and humidity ratio decrease. The correct answer is option B, dry bulb temperature increases while humidity ratio remains constant. Let us see the explanation. Sensible heating means only the temperature of air is being changed, not its moisture content. So, the humidity ratio stays the same while dry bulb temperature increases. So the correct answer is option B, that is dry bulb temperature remains constant. Dry bulb temperature increases while humidity ratio remains constant. In the next video, we will discussing about week 5 answers of basics of mechanical engineering 3 in NPTEL course. Thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe my channel for more updates.